Okay, earlier I said that when we look at an economy in macroeconomics, we focus on things like inflation, unemployment, and economic growth. In order to focus on these ideas, we have to look at some quantitative measurements. And so the first one we're going to talk about is called gross domestic product. So in order for us to really evaluate how the economy is doing, we need to understand what gross domestic product is. So it is the total market value of all final goods and services produced within an economy in a given year. So what that really means is if you add up all final goods and services and you multiply it by the price or the quantity times the price, that will give you your GDP. But there's something very important in this definition. It says final goods, and it's very specific. We do not include things like what we call intermediate goods because we could end up double counting our production. Okay, let me give you an example. When you purchase a car, the car company sells you the final product, the car, and when the car manufacturer produces the car, they have to purchase what we call intermediate goods, such as an engine, maybe a radio, tires, and so on. And so if we were trying to add up the total production in the economy and we added up the tires, the radio, the engine, and so on, and then counted that as production, and then also counted the final good, the car, as production, then we could end up double counting these intermediate goods. So when we talk about GDP, we are we're looking at just the final good, the car, and not the parts that went into it, and counting that as production. And so when we calculate GDP, we're taking the quantity of those final goods times the price, and that'll be equal to the GDP of a given year.